In this video, we're going to be looking at solving quadratic inequalities. Now, we're going to look at an example to begin with. We're going to have x squared equals 7x plus 12, and this is going to be greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So, what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to solve this as if this inequality sign here is just an equal. Now, I can see straight away that this one factorizes. So I'm going to list out my pairs of values that multiply together to give me positive 12. So 12 and 1, minus 12 and minus 1, 2 and 6, minus 2, minus 6, 3 and 4, and minus 3 and minus 4. Now which pair adds together to give you minus 7? This pair. So we are going to have x minus 3, x minus 4. So, if this was a quadratic equation, it's a normal one, we would say that x equals 3, or x equals 4. But here we have an inequality. So we need to work out what way our inequality sign goes in our solutions. The way we're going to do this is by sketching our quadratic. So if I just roughly draw out a pair of axes, we know that the roots of this equation, so where it crosses the x-axis, is going to be at 3, it's going to be at 4. That's our kind of two solutions here and here. So when we draw our positive x squared graph, come down like this and back up again to the 4. Okay. So we are looking for when this equation, this graph, is bigger than 0. So at what point does it go above the x-axis? So it goes above the x-axis at this point here and this point here. So we can see from this that the solution is when x is bigger than or equal to 4, or x is less than or equal to 3. Now we get that equality because we have this equality part on our inequality there. Let's have a look at another example. So this time we're going to have x squared take away x take away 6 is less than 0. So we're going to start out by factorizing our equation. So we're going to have minus 1, positive 6, positive 1, minus 6, 2, minus 3, minus 2, and positive 3. What pair adds together to give you minus 1? It will be 2 and negative 3. So when we put it into our brackets, x plus 2, x minus 3. And this is less than 0. So if we were to solve this normally, we would say x equals minus 2. Here we would say x equals positive 3. As we're dealing with an inequality, we need to work out what inequality sign goes here and here. So if we sketch out our graph, like 4, the solutions are going to be at minus 2 and positive 3. It's a positive quadratic, so it's going to go through like this. We want when this equation is less than 0. So it's less than 0 on this bit. So it's going to be less than 0 when x is less than 3. So be that side of 3. But it's also less than 0 when x is bigger than minus 2. Now, what we can note here is that we can rewrite these two into one inequality. So x being less than 3, bigger than -2. We get our solution here.